My name's Hal Kimball. I'm going to be real brief on my bio. My lovely wife Dory is in the back of the room, back right over there. Second Dory, I don't know if I'm going to put up with all this today. My wife Dory and I, we have our home in Cokato right now. I'm originally from Annandale. After I left Annandale, I served in the United States Army as an infantryman for 11 years. In those 11 years, I led soldiers all over the United States and the world, and it was one of the proudest times that I've ever had in my life. After I left the military in 2001, I went to McLeod State University, where I graduated with a degree in sociology and business management. I also became very involved in our student organizations and other groups, and became the student body president at McLeod State. That kind of propelled me on to my time with the Minnesota State University Student Association, where I spent a lot of time lobbying a lot of the guys that you saw standing before you today, talking to them about the importance of affordable higher education throughout the state of Minnesota. That kind of propelled my 2006 run for the state senate, and as probably many of you recall, we ran a very aggressive race out here, and we knocked on a lot of doors, and regardless of what those numbers said on election day, we all made a big difference that year. But the reason why I'm standing before you today is probably the same reason why you're here today, and that's because you're frustrated. I'm frustrated. We're frustrated with a political process that just, it doesn't share our concerns. We're frustrated by the status quo that's going on in our society today, and quite frankly, we were promised a lot of change in 2008, and we haven't seen as much of it as we'd like. Now, some of you have heard this joke before, but some of you haven't. So, unlike Puxatawny Phil, on Tuesday night he saw his shadow. We do have a choice. We could choose 4 more years of the same status quo of what's happened in St. Paul, with a deficit of common sense and also a large budget deficit, billions of dollars. Or we can commit right here, today, right now, to a new direction. And that's if you stand with me. If you believe that every Minnesotan should have access to affordable and quality health care, I ask that you stand with me. If you believe that a 3rd grader here at Glencoe Silver Lake should have access to the same level of funding that a 3rd grader in Edina does, I ask that you stand with me. If you believe that our small businesses and our farmers can blaze a path to economic freedom out here in greater Minnesota, I ask that you stand with me. If you believe in a people-powered, forward-thinking campaign, I ask that you join our team today. We have to rally behind our endorsed candidate in this coming spring, so that we can elect a DFL governor. And this joke plays a little bit better in the 6th, but you'll get it. So we can send Michelle Bachman out for the job that she's actually qualified for.
And what would that be?
And that's co-hosting for Glenn Black. Before I close, I want to ask a few things of you. I ask you that you join our team today. I ask that you volunteer with our strong organization, a forward-thinking campaign, and ask that you volunteer with us for about an hour a week. I ask that you write a check to our campaign. Our opponents will spare no expense in making sure that this Senate seat remains in the hands of Republicans. And your generous donation will help us spread our positive and forward-thinking message all throughout this Senate district. And lastly, I ask that you share our message, not my message, our message, with your friends, family, neighbors, and coworkers. Because when we pass this message along to everybody, we can truly be the progressive cause and race that can win out here in this district. I want to thank you once again for everything that you do. And my name is Hal Kimball, and I'm going to be your next state senator. Thank you.